What is up, guys, and welcome back. So today we're going to be going over the best pre-spawn bass fishing baits. Now, where I'm from Arkansas. Pre-spawn is basically here. So these are the baits that I usually use to catch bass during the pre-spawn. Some of you watching will probably say different because, we probably live in different areas. So bass in different areas will be different. But some of you will probably think the same as I do. So pre-spawn is basically when the bass are coming up from the deep water, going to the shallow water, and basically going to start spawning. That's why it's called pre-spawn. They're coming up from the deep water, going in the shallow water. So that's pre-spawn. First bait, it's a jig. Can you guess what type of jig? Well, it's a feather jig. Now, somebody told me one time, I've never thrown feather jigs till a couple years ago, and they told me one time to throw a feather jig during pre-spawn. I'm used to throwing feather jigs like to catch crappie and stuff, but a feather jig can be a very, very, very good bait to throw. I got this out of the Lucky Tackle Box right there. It's a very good color jig, white and chartreuse. Got also some lines and stuff in there, specks, all that good stuff. So, whatever type of feather jig you want to throw, it's you, and it's your baits. You try out what you think is going to be good, and if it don't work out, try a different feather jig. Let's go on the next bait. It's going to be a jerk bait. Now, jerk bait's pretty much good all year round. I will throw them all year round pretty much. Depends on the lake and the lake water itself. What the water looks like and all that. But this just has a blue top, chartreuse stomach, and the right here is clear with a bone type graphic on there. I believe this is, what's the brand on this? I will leave it in the description below what the brand on this jerk bait is if you're wanting to know, or just leave a comment below and I will get it to you. So that's bait number 2. Let's get on the next bait. All right, guys, so next bait is a bait you pretty much can use all year round. There's going to be some bass. They're going to stay in that deep water all year round because when the summertime, when it's hot, it's going to be cold down in the deep waters. In the wintertime, it's going to be warm down in the deep waters. And that's a deep diving crankbait. This crankbait right here dives about 15 to 20 feet, I believe. This is a Livingston crankbait there, if you can see that, Livingston. It's a crawl color, got some specks on top, some sparkles or whatever, and very, very good crankbait. Go check out Livingston baits right there. I'm not affiliated with them or nothing like that, but they do make some great baits. Let's get on the next bait, guys. Next bait is a bait you can use all year round as well, and I love throwing these baits. One of my favorite baits. It's a lipless crankbait, or some people call them rowel traps like I do. This is a Seabill, if that's how you say it. It's in a crawl color as well. My favorite lipless on the market right now. I love this one right here. Love the colors on them. See the bottom of it right there. What size is it? They don't say it's a 3-inch though. Lipless Seeker. It's called Lipless Seeker, not Sinker, Seeker. It's pretty heavy though. It's probably a 1/2 ounce. But got some very, very sharp hooks on it. I don't know what kind of hooks they use, but you see that's how you can test hooks. Get your finger on there. If it sticks like that, that's how you know it's a sharp hook. So, lipless crank, guys. Let's go on the next bait. Is probably one of my favorite baits to throw, and that's going to be a square bill. Square bills usually dive about 5 foot deep. Some, dive a little deeper. This is a H2O Express. It's Academy Special. Very, very good baits for the price. They don't cost a lot. Hooks are very, very sharp on them. And I love the color on this one. You can see that's kind of got like a rainbow tint to it right there. Kind of like what a shad or real shad looks like. See, it's got black strip down the top, and blue as well on the top. And the bottom is just like a pearl. And of course, that nice rainbow right there. But square bill, another awesome bait for pre-spawn. Let's go on the next bait. The next bait is a bait I love to throw, either being spring, early spring, summer, or fall. It's a very good bait to find fish. If you're looking to, you know, where the fish at and all that good stuff, it's a good bait to use to try to find fish. And this is swim bait, 1/2 ounce head. This is a 360 by Storm. This is a 4-inch, I believe, swim bait in white. It's a quarter ounce. It says it right there, if you can see it right there. 1/4 ounce swim bait. Another good bait to try to find the fish, you know, try to see where they're at. But remember, use a color that, you know, depends on what your water looks like. Either it's dark, it's in the middle, or it's clear. So let's get on the next bait. The next bait is a good bait to use pretty much all out through the year. And that's going to be a jig. Now this is a crawl color. See, it's brown and orange, like crawfish. This is an Arky jig. It's a 3/8 or a 1/4 ounce. Can't remember. You know, it's not big. You can tell it's just got a lead head on it, and ain't tungsten. But you know, I like to throw jigs here and there. But when I throw a jig, I usually like to add a trailer on it as well. And that's the last bait, guys. So now I'm gonna talk to you about some other stuff. All right, guys. So those are the 7 baits that I use in pre-spawn most of the time. Now, if none of these baits work out, I've tried all of them, and I can't get a fish to bite. 2 other good baits you can use to give off vibration could be a spinnerbait and a chatterbait. And I'm about to show y'all some of them. All right, so right here we have a hand-tied spinnerbait. So I got the long skirts in the middle, and the outside skirts are short. This is actually hand-tied. I actually know a guy who makes jigs and spinner baits and buzz baits and, you know, all blade baits basically. And I love this spinner bait. This is my favorite color spinner bait. It's blue, white, and chartreuse. That's my favorite spinner bait to throw. Or if this don't work out, I'll get just a regular white or just a white and chartreuse. So let's get on the next bait that you can use in pre-spawn. None of these baits work out for you. It's just a Z-Man chatterbait here in white. You know, it's got some lines and stuff in the white as well. This is just a 1/4 ounce chatterbait. Nothing fancy there. But a chatterbait, you know, just as well as the spinnerbait. You know, some people are different. Some people like to throw spinnerbaits over chatterbaits. Some people like to throw chatterbaits over spinnerbaits. They give off vibration, and a lot of times that's what a fish wants. It's just as like as a rattle trap. You know, rattle trap gets off a noise as well as a vibration, as well as a crankbait. But you know, you can find silent lipless cranks and crankbaits, you know, that don't rattle and they just give off vibration. But that's another good bait to use in pre-spawn. So another thing you gotta think out when you're pre-spawn fishing, you gotta figure out where you're fishing. Is there a lot of treetops? Is there rocks and things in that sort? And you also gotta think, you know, about another thing. Always remember this: the color of the water clarity. Is it dark? Is it murky? Is it muddy? Is it clear? Is it in the middle? And that's where you're going to catch your fish at. You got to find out, you know, what to use in the types of color of the water. If it's a clear water, you want to use more natural colors. If it's darker water, use more darker colors. Or in dark water, you basically can use dark colors or light colors. I've had luck with dark or light colors in muddy water. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys, with pre-spawn baits. All right, guys, so that's basically it about the pre-spawn fishing. But me and my buddy really do appreciate y'all watching. And thank y'all so much. I hope these tips have helped y'all out, and I hope they will help y'all catch fish in this pre-spawn. But more videos coming for tips and tricks and other fishing videos in that nature. And don't forget to click the link in the description below, TitanTungsten.com. And we also have a promo code in the description below as well for 20% off. It's Titan Staff 19 in all caps. So I really appreciate y'all watching, guys. Like, subscribe, comment. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have a great day.